I was dispatched to this restaurant to troubleshoot an offline KDS. Now, to make a long story short, I already tested the cable run and the cable run tested bad. I re-terminated both ends, tested the cable run again, and it still tested bad. We already confirmed that the KDS is fully functional with some other troubleshooting steps that we performed. So the next step is replace the cable run, and that's what I'm doing now. The cable run starts on the patch at the wall, which goes into the conduit up into the ceiling. Now the conduit of choice is a metal pipe, which is curved at the top into the ceiling. Now, what I'm using here is a fish tool. I have to use this fish tool because the cable is too flimsy to make it to fish through the metal pipe and make it all the way down through the other side. So I have to use this fish tool to put it through the other side. I'm going to tie the cable to the fish tool and fish the cable down to this side where I need it to be. When replacing an existing cable run, it would be more ideal to connect the fresh cable to the existing run and pull it all the way through using that same cable path. But unfortunately, upon initial installation of all these cable runs, when it was open in the store, the power technicians zip tied them all together. And I understand why they did that. They did that to make it look neat, and if they didn't do that, it would be hanging all over the place and looking sloppy. But a better alternative to use would be J hooks, because they obviously didn't plan for future repairs. Now, there's no slack on the cable run, so I can't pull it all the way through. I have to use my own cable path, and that's what I'm doing now. This yellow tool right here, I forgot what the name of it is, but I basically use it as a cable stabilizer. It's best to use to fish a cable through open spaces, like above a drop ceiling. This is the network room where the other end of the cable run is. I'm going to be terminating the cable into a keystone jack, and then I'm going to pop the keystone jack into the patch panel. I'm creating slack in the cable run so I can have more free range to work with. It's also best practice in case possible terminations need to be performed in the future. Right now, I'm wrapping the cable around the fish tool so I can fish it through the conduit. Since this is Cat 5e cable, I'm going to terminate with Cat 5e keystone jacks. And I'm going to follow the T568B configuration scheme. There's a certain color code I need to follow when punching down the wires on the keystone jack. Now I gotta hit y'all off with a little bit of disclaimer. Unfortunately, I ran out of footage, so you're not gonna be able to see me test the cable run and test the KDS transaction because my battery died. So long story short, I popped the keystone jack into the wall plate, put the wall plate back up, go down to the other termination point, terminate the other keystone jack, pop the keystone jack into the patch panel, test the cable run. The cable run tested good, of course. Then I go get the manager. We test out the KDS transaction. The KDS tested was fully successful when it tested the transaction. I cleaned up my mess, cleaned up the drop ceiling, put the drop ceiling back, made everything back up neat, and I was good to go. And oh yeah, and I know y'all noticed me stepping all over the food and stuff, and stepping over the condiments and the toppings, but you know, I had to do what I had to do. Unfortunately, I had to work on the unit. I had to work on that wall unit while the restaurant was open. It would have been more ideal for me to work on it during non-open hours, during non-operational hours. But you know, that was the time that I was scheduled, and that was the time I was available. So I had to do what I had to do. But fortunately, the job got done successfully, and everybody was happy. Thanks for watching the video.